Hi, I'm Mark Mazzaferro, Public Information Officer for the City of Vacaville, and this is a new episode of Fire Facts with our new Fire Chief, Kris Concepcion. Chief, thank you for taking a little time out of your day.
Thank you very much, Mark. Glad to be here.
Good deal. You've been with the city for 2 weeks now.
Yes.
So I think it's about time we introduce you to the community officially through Channel 26 and other venues. So we're going to just jump right into it. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your background and how you ended up in Vacaville?
Okay. Well, it's a long story, but we'll start off. And anyway, I was born in the Philippines, and I moved to the United States, Southern California, when I was about 4.5 years old. Grew up in Southern California. Worked for the aerospace industry after I got out of college. And I wasn't really supposed to be a firefighter. If my parents had their choice, I would be a doctor. But unfortunately for my mom, she had me working in her lab. And right outside the window of her lab was LA County Engine 36, and they would work out right in front of me. So I'd rather do that. So eventually I got the nerve up to say, hey, Mom and Dad, I want to become a firefighter. And they weren't really happy with it just because of the culture. But they couldn't be more proud of me now. So I've got I had almost 25 years of experience with the Orange County Fire Authority. Moved up through the ranks, started as a firefighter in 1991, and ended up there as a division chief. Division chief there is responsible for, is like the local fire chief. So I was responsible for 4 cities. Had the northeast part of the county, population of about 235,000 people. Anyway, just wanted the opportunity, and this opportunity came up, and I applied for it, went through the process, and I can't tell you how excited I am to be here at the City of Vacaville.
Well, we're excited to have you here, and I would imagine being in charge of 4 cities in Orange County, that's a lot of folks. That's a huge responsibility. I don't want to downplay your position here, but that's, pretty big.
It is. It is a large responsibility, but the thing that I'm excited about as far as Vacaville is concerned is the fact that I can focus on one city. I can focus on one city. I can focus on one group of firefighters, and there are plenty of great people here, and that's what we want to do. Is we just want to make sure and sustain the level of service that the Vacaville residents are used to.
Yeah, and you're fortunate. You're coming into, in my humble opinion, one of the best departments that, certainly in Solano County and in the region. You have a great reputation. They're hard workers. They're great guys and gals. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Chief Frank Drayton has left me a great department, and it's not just your opinion, but I did a lot of research before making the decision. I didn't make that decision lightly to move from Southern California to Northern California. I'm still having to get used to not saying the 405 or the 505. I'll get there at one point. But the Vacaville Fire Department folks are just great. I mean, they have already just, in the first couple of weeks, have shown me some examples of the great things that they do out in the community, and the care that they give to people. I just couldn't be more proud of them.
It's pretty cool. Our guys and gals, they do a lot. Some of it is very visible, and a lot of it is nobody ever hears about. And that might show you the depth of the sincerity of what they're doing. They could take pictures, it could be all over, and they don't do that. That's not how they operate.
Yeah, it was very apparent to me that they really don't care about getting credit. They want to see smiles on kids' faces. They want to make sure that the person that needs help is getting the help that they need. And that means a lot to me, because usually in society today, sometimes it's all about credit. And really, I think the Vacaville firefighters and our civilian staff also, they just have that true servant attitude, and I think that's what's necessary, and that's why they have such a good reputation in the community.
It's cool. I'm kind of jealous of you guys, because I'll go down there for any number of reasons, down to the fire admin, and everybody's smiling and working hard, even at some of the more critical times. There's there's clearly a camaraderie that a lot of folks don't get to enjoy and share, and that's intoxicating, for lack of a better word. Makes you just want to. I'm thinking of moving my office down to your place. Is that, you got any space?
Come on down. Come on down.
Great.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding, of course. But it makes your department special, no doubt about it.
Absolutely, and that's what drew me to the fire service in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that when I was watching those firefighters from LA County outside of the lab of my mom's. It just, they seemed to be enjoying what they were doing, and then they would get in their turnouts and go and help people, and that just meant a lot to me. And then getting to know people and growing up with some firefighters. There was one in particular that I always looked up to, not just because he seemed to like his job, but he was just a pillar in the community, and just nothing ever seemed to faze him. And so those are the things that just attracted me to the job, if you will. And I really don't even consider it a job. And if it was a job, it'd be too much like work. So, but
Exactly.
Anyway, the fire service is like that, and Vacaville is just the same, and it just really has that sense of community that I'm excited about.
Well, I was going to ask you your first impressions of the department, but I think you're kind of sharing those. But anything else you want to share about what you've seen since you've been here?
Like I told you, I didn't take the decision, or didn't make the decision lightly to move from Southern California to Northern California. And as I have told folks that, I flew up here to take a look at the city of Vacaville and find out for myself what it was all about, because I had never been up here. And what I fell in love with was I was driving down I-80, caught myself there.
There you go, good job. B80.
Yeah. As I was driving down I-80 and I just saw the rolling hills with the scrub oak, I just felt like I was home. And then I got into the city, and it was almost like it was out of a commercial. I talked to 7, 8 people and had lengthy conversations with them. I asked them what they liked about the city, what they didn't like about the city, what they felt they wanted out of their fire department. And it was almost like a commercial. They all said that Vacaville is a big city, but we have retained our small town feel. And I got to tell you, in the time that I've been here, I have not been let down about that.
It's funny because people who come to Vacaville who've never been here, and someone in your situation, prospective businesses that are looking to locate here, they do that. They do their research. This is what intelligent people do, right? They don't make decisions in the dark.
Right.
And almost to a person, they all say the exact same thing. I was downtown. I stopped somebody. Hey, what can you tell me about Vacaville? I'm thinking about coming here. Word for word, is
right.
how friendly people are, how comfortable they are sharing the information about our community, the good and sometimes the bad, but that they always make you feel welcome, and
right.
that's clearly a trademark of our community.
And that's a great trademark to have. And like I said, it could be on the surface. Some communities are like that. It could be on the surface, but here it truly is genuine.
Yeah.
And I feel that, and every day that I come into work and I'm in and around the city, we're living here in the city now, and I've got to tell you, I have not been let down. I mean, it's just been great.
Cool. So you live here. That's good to hear. And you have a wife and family, I guess. If you want to share that with us, if you
sure. No,
absolutely.
absolutely. I'm very proud of my family. I married my high school sweetheart, so this November it'll be 35 years that
Wow.
the flute player told the tuba player that she would go study with him.
So you played the flute?
No, she played the flute.
Okay, all right. Yeah, no, that's okay. Hey, nothing wrong with that.
So anyway, so 35 years, and we've been married for a little over 28. We have 4 daughters. Mallory's the oldest. She's working in aerospace down in Orange County. Our middle daughter is Mackenzie. She'll be 21 next month, and she is a broadcast producer up in Denver. And then we have got twin daughters, Christine and Kelly, and they're in the 2nd year of college.
Wow.
So yeah, busy time, but I've got to tell you, I couldn't be more proud of the girls.
Well, one other thing you'll find out about Vacaville, and if you haven't already, is how important family is. A lot of folks are proud to say they live in Vacaville and that they raise their families here. My daughter and her husband live here, and they're raising their family here too. So that's part of the reason we moved here. We love the community, and it is a very friendly, comfortable place to live. So I'm glad you're already experiencing that and
Absolutely.
fitting right in. So let's get back to the fire business. What kind of things do you see happening in the future for our department?
Well, like I said, Chief Drayton has left me a great department. The Vacaville firefighters group has just signed a 3-year labor agreement, so that's a good thing. The City Council has approved the purchase of a fire truck and a fire engine. Station 75 is getting built in the south part of town. So there are a lot of great things that are already happening and were happening or in process before I even got here. So my job, as I see it, is to make sure that we sustain that. And I also know that the Vacaville Fire Department had a great reputation before I got here. It is very apparent to me that the firefighters are out in the community. They're very well respected in the community. There's a lot of community support. Again, my job is to make sure that we sustain that. We should make sure that our firefighters or our department continues to provide that service that the community is used to.
Good deal. Anything else you want to share about your first impressions or yourself or the community?
Like I said, I couldn't be more excited to be here in the city of Vacaville. We had that event, a community event yesterday, for Charlie, and it was something that I said one thing to my staff, that it was too bad that his kid couldn't make it to Kid Fest because of his health reasons.
Right.
And 3 days later, they had this huge thing at Station 71. I got to tell you, I actually got emotional about it because it was one of these things where that doesn't happen in a big city.
Right.
It happens in small, and it takes a village, you say, and it here in the Vacaville, it's just very apparent that we've got that small hometown feel. I'm just happy to be here.
Excellent. Well, listen, Chief, we're happy to have you here. We're looking forward to a long career here with the city of Vacaville, and as I said earlier, you've inherited a fantastic department with a great group of employees, both civilian and firefighter types. I guess sworn. Or they call them sworn. I know.
Sworn and civilian is how
sworn and civilian.
Sworn
Yeah,
and
public
civilian,
safety.
yeah.
It's the same.
Yes,
Police
yeah.
and fire. So. Congratulations again, and welcome aboard. Now, if anybody has any questions for you, can they call fire admin or email you, or is
Absolutely. I have an absolute open door policy. If you have any concerns about the fire department or anything else, just make sure and give me a call. Call fire admin. I still haven't memorized the phone number. I apologize. Or you can drop me an email. And I'll make sure that we get those questions answered.
Good deal. Well, thank you again for taking a little time out of your day, and congratulations on being named our new fire chief. And thank you for watching this episode of Fire Facts.